How you doing, guys? This is volume 1 of the videos. It's called DCS Configuration and Additions. The first thing we have to do here is add all the TIUs at the NJ high rails onto a remote. Okay, all the TIUs have an internal address. So that internal address goes 1 through 5. And the remote also has an internal address. And all the addresses on the remotes are 0 through 16. Each address has to be unique, and each remote has to have all the TIU addresses in it. So the first thing we have to do is power up our remote. TIU setup. Press the thumb wheel in to select it. Go down to Add TIU. When you press the Add TIU, you'll notice that it starts at 2, 3, 4, and 5. TIU1 is automatically added into the remote on all the software. So to add the next TIU, you'll see a little arrow next to TIU2. You press the thumb wheel and it'll add it. Then you have to go back to Add TIU to add TIU3. Then add TIU, add TIU4, add TIU, and add TIU5. Now all 5 TIU addresses are being used. Here at the NJ High Railers we have 5 TIUs, so all those addresses are in use. One thing we do with the TIUs is set them into a thing called super mode. Super mode makes all the TIUs act as one. So you have to set every TIU to super mode. To do that, from the TIU menu, the TIU setup menu, you scroll down to super mode or super TIU and you press the thumb wheel. And you'll notice that TIU1 comes up with an arrow, and there's 2 things down the bottom. That SPR means super. So with the arrow set at TIU1, you press the soft key underneath the SPR, and that sets TIU1 to super mode. Scroll down to TIU2, then press the SPR button, and it sets TIU to super mode. TIU3, TIU4, and TIU5. Okay, so what that means is I could add an engine on any TIU, and any TIU will recognize that engine. It doesn't have to be on the TIU that we added to. All 5 TIUs are going to act as one. Okay, that completes all the configuration on the remote to add the TIUs to the remote. Now, one other thing with this remote, they all have an internal address. For everything to work properly, each remote has to have a unique address. So to scroll down to remote setup and press the thumb wheel, you'll notice that one of the selections is remote or edit remote address. If you press the thumb wheel, you'll see from 0 through 15 as selectable. Now this remote, we already selected the address for it. It's remote 7. This is the address for the remote itself. Okay, so you could use up to 15 remotes or 16 remotes, and each one has to be a separate address. Here at the NJ High Rail is remotes 1 through 5 are club remotes, and they're all selected. You'll notice the back of the remote is labeled remote 1, remote 2, remote 3, remote 4, remote 5. Those are the addresses associated with those remotes. Okay, so this remote right now is remote 7, and it's unique to all the other remotes. So that makes this remote unique from all the others. Okay, that's the complete configuration of DCS on the remote.